What you're about to watch can be unbearable to hear and tormenting to see, so prepare yourself. Keep in mind this is all alleged and nothing is proven. Life of big celebrities is all glitter and gold from the outside, but trust me when I say this, it's hollow and dark within. New revelations about the sinister activities of Sean Combs, aka Puff Daddy, are the very proof of it. At this point, it's a snowball that's getting bigger by the day. On top of sexual assault, drugs, and hosting freak-off parties, Diddy's been allegedly involved in grooming young artists. And the names which have come forward are fan favorites, including Usher and Justin Bieber. Don't believe me? Well, just keep watching this video and see for yourself. The price of fame is not just hard work, it comes from certain sacrifices, and in a cutthroat industry like music and entertainment, oftentimes it demands the sacrifice of your morality, ethics, and innocence. Amidst the whole Diddy situation with civil lawsuits and federal investigation, in which his homes in Los Angeles and Miami were raided by Homeland Security, a clip has resurfaced from the past. And not just any clip, ladies and gentlemen, a clip in which a close friend is describing Diddy's wild and hedonistic lifestyle. Usher and hip-hop mogul Diddy go way back. The Yeah and Confessions Part 2 singer recently performed at the 2024 Super Bowl halftime show in February. He seems to have it all, but this wasn't always the case. Back in the day, he was just a regular kid who had big dreams of making it to the top. The person who showed him the way to the stars was none other than P. Diddy himself. He used to be his legal guardian when he released his first album, but what many people don't know is that it wasn't just a professional relationship. Now, while promoting his 2016 film Hands of Stone, where he acted alongside Robert De Niro and Edgar Ramirez, Usher made an appearance on The Howard Stern Show and told the viewers that he actually lived with Diddy for a year in the 90s. Their paths crossed after the R&B singer inked a record deal with L.A. Reid, who sent him to live with Diddy in Scarsdale, New York.
I moved to New York City, and I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp?
Yeah,
Flavor
that's
Camp.
what it was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
In the 90s, do you understand what that's like?
Usher was just a teenager, like 13, living with an adult man he hardly knew? Okay, that is definitely wild. Further down the interview, he was also asked about his experiences at Diddy's home, and Usher didn't shy away from making some shocking statements.
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
No, not really. I
Come
mean,
on.
but hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it. And it was but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
So nobody
it was crazy.
tried to, some woman didn't come along.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I didn't say that. What I did say is that there were very curious things taking place. And I didn't necessarily understand it.
Biggie Smalls was there.
Biggie Smalls was there. Lil' Kim, Craig Mack.
All these people are hanging around.
Yeah, man. Faith Evans.
And your parents
Jodeci,
were
Mary J.
okay?
Blige. They didn't know nothing about this shit.
Oh.
I was having a good time. You know what I mean?
No wonder it was called Flavor Camp, and he said he witnessed curious things. He was just in his teens. This is so sickening. And by the way, where were his parents at the time? Just left him off to a man who exposed him to partying till morning and whatnot at such an early age is just irresponsible. Parents definitely do not try this at home. When Usher was asked if he would send his child in there, this was his response.
I had
What
like
a
living
life.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
14 years old. You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy Camp?
Hell no.
See?
I don't know what to feel about this. I mean, he was just a child back then. How could he comprehend what was happening? It must be new and exciting to him, but now? It's not just me who's mad at him, though. Even Gene Deal called Usher out on his because he goes around praising Diddy on every show to be this great guy who taught him about the industry, but now the world kind of knows what happened behind closed doors. Out of many allegations Gene has put forward about P. Diddy, one was Diddy's alleged misconduct with Usher. To make his point clear, Deal recounted an unsettling incident he claimed to have witnessed.
Remember Usher? We was at the Swiss Hotel. Puff had Kim in the room, had one of Keith Sweat's baby mothers in the big room outside the master bedroom. He came outside in his robe. She gave him a fellatio right there. His back was turned to me. She gave him a fellatio. You knocked on the door. I came and opened the door for you. Puff went in the room. You came in the room and kissed that girl dead in her mouth. Now I'm telling that because you taking up for somebody that you know and a lot of more people know didn't do you right when you was at Diddy camp.
This almost made me sick. In the same interview, Gene also claimed that Usher even had to be admitted to the hospital because of Diddy, and his mama knew about it.
I know, and people know, that was around in that time that Puff and Usher did have a situation. And that situation led Usher to the hospital. Now I let Usher explain that to y'all. I let Usher tell that story.
This just keeps getting messier and weirder, to be honest. Usher should publicly address these claims and unmask Diddy for what he did. Doesn't matter if he discovered you and cultivated your talent. He's a monster, not a mentor. But it kind of seems like Usher's lost his way too. Why is he still silent about all of this? Does he feel he's going behind this man's back, who in some way helped to rise him to fame? It's certainly not the first time he's defended Diddy. In a 2004 interview with Rolling Stone, Usher recalled how Diddy introduced him to, quote, a totally different set of sex specifically. Is so hot in the industry, man, he continued, claiming there were always girls around. You'd open a door and see somebody doing it, or several people in a room having an orgy. You never knew what was going to happen. Okay, wow, just because everyone's doing it doesn't mean it's the right thing. Among many plots and subplots revolving around Diddy's story, rumor has it that rather than breaking the toxic cycle, Usher dragged someone else into the mess too. His mentee, none other than Canadian singer-songwriter and pop sensation, who gained popularity at such a young age, Justin Bieber.
When I met you, come on. Wow.
I ain't gonna stop you like that, but this is only a tease. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing to you, Island Def Jam recording artist, Justin Bieber. It's getting ready to go down. Just so you know, we're in the studio right now working on it. Get ready, because it's gonna be big. Ain't that right, Justin?
That's right.
That's right, so look out, we're coming.
Usher mentored Justin during the early stages of his career. They had a great relationship, as you can see in the video, but now a lot of people think that Justin was sold by Usher into Diddy's dark empire. It's a completely new conversation which gained momentum online after Diddy's homes got raided by federal agents and people started questioning his behavior with young artists that he helped.
Yeah, so as soon as you turn 16, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you rock this every time you come to LA. Yeah, this gonna be yours. So every time you come to LA, it's a little dusty, but you know, come get the front shot of this. So check this out, yo. Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like, you know, where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream.
This may be a casual 48 hours with Diddy video, but now that Diddy's allegedly a sex trafficker, it has a completely different vibe to it. When he said, quote, what we doing, we can't really disclose, it kinda has a creepy aura to it now that you'd admit it. Just like this one, a series of old videos featuring Diddy and Justin Bieber have been shared on the internet. Netizens think they are creepy and disturbing. The person who shared this video on X, Diana Wallace, wrote, quote, a video of P. Diddy and the game giving Justin Bieber drinks is going viral. People believe that Justin was drugged at a party. That is a bold statement. Nothing can be said with 100% certainty until Justin, of course, confirms this for himself. And check this one out.
What's up, man? You good?
I'm good. How are you?
All right, young brother, everything's good?
Everything's
Selling
great.
out arenas and everything? Starting to act different, huh? You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
People in the comments have been saying how Justin looked uncomfortable and Diddy was pressing him about not wanting to hang out with him. Others wrote all sorts of words like creep and predator. These are just conspiracy theories so far, and these shouldn't be taken as facts until proven otherwise. According to another speculation, it's because of being constantly exposed to an environment like this, Justin fell into his addiction to drugs.
Where I was sipping lean, I was popping pills, I was doing Molly, you know, shrooms, everything. And it was just an escape for me. I was just young, you know, like everybody in the industry and people in the world who experiment and do, you know, just normal growing up things. But my experience was in front of cameras and I had a different level of exposure and people, and like I had a lot of money and a lot of things. So then you have all these people around me just kind of hanging on, wanting stuff from me, knowing that like I was living this lifestyle that they also wanted to live.
Justin didn't deserve this, but are we sure is Diddy really the one to be blamed for the addiction? I'd like to say one thing here. Audience, it's important to exercise caution when considering these claims as well. They are not substantiated. They can only be considered the truth when Usher and Justin speak their side of the story. They do shed light on possible pitfalls within the entertainment sphere though, so don't get fooled by the glitz and glamour.